Hello survivors, Broken here for another Soulstone Survivors video. In today's video we're playing the Sentinel. We're going to be doing an Ice version of it courtesy of Scott Madsen. We are going to be running ourselves Unconventional Start, Endless Refill, Skill Inclination Ice, Divine Legacy, Scent of Attention, War Tank, and Decapitator. If you don't know where any of these runes are, just let me know down in the comment section and I will assist you in telling you exactly where you can find them. Sentinel does have 6 Ice skills, which we will be using, or 6 of them, although they actually have 7. We do want to try and get Blizzard, Avalanche, get Glacier, Frostbolt, and Ice Vortex, and then we can pick between Frost Totem and Summon Helper Elves. Summon Helper Elves are very strong, so if you do have them unlocked, try use them. Otherwise, you can just grab yourself Blizzard and the other skills. So that's that. The weapon we're using is going to be the 3rd weapon. It gives us crit damage, damage modifier, cast frequency, and multicast. And we are running Unconventional Start, so we don't have to worry about the Doom weapons. So let's get straight into it. I still need to farm more copper. It's like a never-ending story of this farming, but it's fine the way it is. So we're going to start off with Frostbolt just because they got a lower cooldown. We do use Ice Inclination, so we're going to land up seeing a lot of our skills anyway. We shouldn't have to re-roll at all to get them, and then we should be a-okay. The only time I say use Ice Inclination and Ice Mastery is when you have a character that doesn't have the skill typing Ice and you want to get those Ice skills on them. Then it's a lot easier. If you have a whole lot, like a singular focus build, then you know these kinds of things help a whack ton. So Touch of Ice, Avalanche, they reduce the time necessary for the Panther to appear. This is the only run or the only power up that you want for Nature's Guardian, because it's going to reduce the timer from 60 seconds, which it is. It's a hidden timer all the way down. So we're going to keep going at that. And then we're just going to grab a bit of a magnetic. I do want to try and get as much cast frequency, as much crit as possible as well. So if we see uncommon and rare crits, we will land up taking them. There's Blizzard and Ice Vortex, beautiful. And there we go. Scent of Attention increases our area of effect, and then because we're running Ice Vortex, Blizzard, that's going to help it. So that, and Glacier. The reason we take this is so that these 3 skills land up on top of us, and therefore we don't have to worry about, are we going to hit the bosses? What's the story with that? And things like that. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but we left the Panther alone this entire time. That's because we did want to have it for when we fight the bosses, which is now, and that's going to give us increased movement speed, increased damage, everything, all the good stuff, that we're looking for when you're playing a build, just so that we can kill the bosses that much faster. Okay, we just stand by your feet and you should be dead. There we go, fantastic. So they all dead. Don't have to worry about picking up any of that stuff. We'll grab the Frost Totem. And then the only thing we want damage on is going to actually be the Ice Vortex. Damage on every other skill we can go and delete. Grab that. We don't need the damage. I'm not going to be grabbing Hypothermia. I don't want to see Nature's Guardian common, so we get rid of them. And then we're just going to go and get rid of all the damage numbers. We want cast frequency and multicast on everything else. Some life. Get the armor, that's fine. Block power is perfect because we are using War Tank. We do want to grab the damage and cast frequency there, and beautiful things like this. These ones, I think we can grab a bit of movement speed, but over here we don't want area of effect for physical, so we get rid of it as well. This is only magical. We want area of effect on it, not on everything else. So we're going to lock the damage and reroll, and we can actually grab ourselves multicast on the Frostbolt. And the reason we take the multicast on Frostbolt is it's going to land up getting a 0.2 second cooldown. If we can get that if we can get even more multicast going on it, then it's going to be applying a whack ton of slow, which the other skills do as well. But if you have something with 0.2 seconds cooldown, why not grab as much of it as possible? Yeah, see there, 0.2 seconds, and that's only when you mount it, by the way. So definitely want this. How much is it? 47% multiplied cast frequency. So quite a big upgrade over there. Okay, we don't want the damage. We don't want the damage. Cast frequency. Area is okay. And grab a bit of movement speed with crit damage. Okay, area of effect. The best thing about like Ice Vortex is you don't need other skills even to apply the slow. It applies the slows for itself and then it will go and detonate it. So it applies slow every 0.2 seconds and then it explodes, causing damage based on that. So I mean it's got a duration of 1.6 seconds, which means it's gonna last for that long, and that applies slow until that damage occurs. So pretty cool. Pretty strong. We do get the crit to slow, which is fantastic. That's going to help us out a ton. We grab block because you do want to push this into Overlord. I haven't pushed this into Overlord at all, but it is really easy to get into there. I do think we could get quite far with this as long as you work on your defenses as well from the very start. So every time we see a decent armor or block chance, we go and grab it. We are going to grab the crits because we do want as much as possible, since we do get the crit to slow. And then over here, like things like this, we're going to take the magnetic just because it does help us keep the levels up, since we do have divine legacy and everything. So you do want as much of that as possible, but otherwise you would have re-rolled there. We have plenty of re-rolls, so we could have used them. We have more than enough to sacrifice, you know, using them, and bosses just die. Alright, we're going to grab this slow. Every time I see an uncommon block or armor or rare one, we will grab that. The common ones don't really give you enough to warrant it. I mean, one uncommon is the same as 2 or 3 common, so it's just better to grab the uncommon when you see them. That's why quality standard is such a good rune to use. Might actually land up being better to run quality standard than it is war tank, because armor might be very, very good for us as well compared to block. I mean, block is fantastic, but having reduced damage done to us is going to be really, really good as well. Alright, reduce the amount of time. We do want the cast frequency. Actually, we don't need the cast frequency because once we're on there, it doesn't really matter. So we'll re-roll that. We didn't get anything. Nothing really going nicely over here for us. Damage over there. Don't really need the area of effect. We will grab it anyway. It's disoriented, so pretty decent to get on everything. Where's the panther? Oh, there. So we can check what the time is on the panther if we take a look at when it goes off. So we mount it for 40 seconds. We'll wait till about, what's that, 50 maybe. I don't think we'll spawn any bosses until then, so we should be fine. But we never know. Alright, damage, and we get increased quantity over there. That's beautiful to see with the multicast on Glacier. Yeah, we nearly off of the mount. 450. So let's see how long it takes before it remounts, but I don't think we'll get it in time. I think we've got 2 of these, so it's 20% less cooldown. So we'll see what happens, but I think we're going to land up summoning the lords and then we won't be able to focus on it either. We are going to grab both of these. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the chance to see the panther again, unfortunate. Oh, we did. So 5:26, what was that, about 40 seconds? So we definitely reduced the time over there, which is fantastic. And that's what we want, because if we went into Overlord now, we would then have the Panther spawn before the first set of bosses. Obviously, we needed quite a few more than just that, but the more that we get, the better it will be for us. But that is the build. Hopefully, you will be able to push quite far with it. As you can see, Ice Vortex dealing a whack ton of damage. Frostbolt, because it does have the 0.2 second cooldown, does have a huge amount of damage to it as well. But you can see the DPS is sitting at nearly double the amount of Frostbolt. So if you did go in further, you will notice that Ice Vortex will pull away in damage a lot more. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.